Tom Stapleton here from the Wakefield Community Access Television Station. And we have another wonderful guest with us today, Betsy Sheeran, who is going to fill us full of so much information that the 28 minutes that are left will not be long enough. So I'm going to have to kind of cut you short because I know you have got a lot to say about us, a lot to say about everything. And speaking of saying something about it, you know, this time of year, it gets pretty busy with elections coming up and census and all that stuff. I mean, how does your staff do it? I mean, that's an awful lot. People don't realize.
They have no idea.
What's involved in that.
I'm going to tell you, Tommy, and I've said it before, and I can't say it enough, and I can't say it too many times, I guess, would be the word. They are absolutely fantastic. We're a team. Rosemary Morgan, Denise Oates, it just works out beautifully working together. They're wonderful to work with. They're knowledgeable. They're workhorses. And when we come in the morning, we're good to go, and things are attacked immediately, any projects, and we have a brief meeting in the morning. I meet with Rose, and then I meet with Denise, and then the three of us sit together of what's planned for the day. And I'm not the only one that plans everything because they, having worked there before, especially Rose, knows exactly what we know exactly what needs to be done, and we want it done. We want it done efficiently. We want it done quickly, and we want the customer to be satisfied, whomever that customer may be. You know, it could be a person running for local election. It could be someone running for the constitutional offices. It could be satisfying the fact that we have to file some Board of Appeals paperwork after the fact. Dog licenses, marriage licenses, seeking out birth and death certificates and marriage certificates for people. We did institute, I had them put in I requested it, and then they did, a charge debit machine.
Oh, you did?
Absolutely.
That's fairly new, isn't it?
We've had it for about a year and a few months. But in calendar year 2017, we took in $9,980. Now, actually, we took in more, but we have to pay a small fee for the rental of the machine.
Right.
But close to $10,000, which is great, actually. And we send these all over the country. You'd be surprised. We sent copies of marriage certificates to Australia, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, and then I sent some to France last week. People that are over there visiting and they want this information for one reason or another. I don't know, and it certainly is none of my business. But we're able to accommodate them immediately.
So you're really into the technical part of the age now, huh?
Welcome to the 21st century. I mean, many things are now online. Things can be downloaded. People don't have to come into the office or don't have to mail. We're trying to cut down on paper. Emailing receipts and so forth and so on. But I'll just, and I won't go on, I could go on for hours about them. They're absolutely wonderful to work with in every level possible. Great personalities, willing to help. We swap off. All of us can do the other's work, although there are some...
That's important.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
Because you never know when somebody can't be there for
absolutely,
whatever.
and we have to be able to do it now. There's nothing that has to be done that second. But I'm a bear about getting things done, satisfying the customer, and going on to the next project, whatever that may be.
Right. And there's, what, 3 or 4 of you? That's it?
3 of us.
3 of us. 3?
3.
Wow.
There's myself. I shouldn't put myself first, but there's Rosemary Morgan. There's Denise Oates, and there's myself. There's 3 of us.
3. Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Now, I have had the benefit...
That's amazing.
Well, actually, you know what? I have had the benefit of the tax write-off, which that's a selectman's issue, an initiative, and I've had some fabulous people come, and they can work X number of hours within the community, within the town. And I always put in for anyone that's Judy Luciano is trying to place, and I've been so lucky, so very, very lucky. Very lucky,
Well, okay, I'm sure that everybody out there understands this now, and I hope they appreciate all the hard work you people are doing.
It's wonderful. It's great.
I'd like to change the subject, the ballot.
The ballot. Now, the ballot was finalized yesterday at 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock yesterday, anyone that's on the ballot that had taken out papers and had their signatures certified, any one of them could have withdrawn at that time.
Okay.
Or someone could have objected to it. Everything was fine as of 5 o'clock last night. All right. Now, I have had, Denise actually, I asked Denise to scan the ballot to the Wakefield item, the Wakefield Chronicle, and to Mr. Chris Carino to put on the town clerk's website, the town's website, and we have the word sample put right across it.
Okay.
Because, as odd as this may seem, there has been an instance, or instances, where someone might see this in the newspaper and they might cut it out and think that that's the ballot. Well, no,
Oh, no,
don't
it's not.
laugh.
No, no, that's not
So the
funny.
word sample is strewn right
Yeah,
across it.
yeah.
So that's done. So this is the final ballot as of right now for the April 24th election that's coming up in about a month, 4 weeks from Tuesday. So that's, and we have 4 contested races. We have 4 that are uncontested as well. Board of Selectmen is a contested race. The Municipal Gas and Light Commissioners, contested race. School Committee is a contested race. And the Board of Health is a contested race. Some people question the order in which the names are on the ballot.
Oh, all right.
Incumbents are first,
Yeah.
alphabetically, followed by those that wish to be elected alphabetically. So that's why they're in the order in which they are. But the incumbents always come first, and they are so designated as candidate for re-election. Yes, so that's...
So this is just so that if somebody sees this program, this is March of 2018 we're talking about. About the day, and you had mentioned that this is the last day that they can...
Yesterday was.
Yeah, but
Today is March 23rd.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to
So
say.
on March 22nd at 5 o'clock,
yeah.
and all of the candidates were notified. I notified them.
yeah.
I said, this is it. The drop dead date or whatever, I didn't put it that way, but it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Was 5 o'clock yesterday. Now, speaking of dates, I'm going to segue into something else. We're mentioning, the election.
Yeah, yeah.
April 4th, which is a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
April 4th, well, not June certainly, but April 4th, my office will be open until 8 o'clock at night. That
Okay.
is the last day to register to vote for the upcoming election,
okay.
and the last day to register as a registered voter in order to vote at town meeting. Now, that will be on the website. That will be in the newspapers. If anyone's watching this program, they'll know that. So April 4th is a very special time for people that either are not registered to vote and want to vote in the town election or want to go to town meeting and vote. That's it. 8 o'clock, April 4th. It's a Wednesday. My office will be open. It won't close at 4:30. It'll be open and they'll be able to come down. People can also register to vote. Now, the registry is closed down this weekend, by the way.
That's right.
But they can also register to vote. It'll open up Monday morning at
yeah.
8 o'clock or whatever. They can register to vote online. They can download a voter application and get it to me. But 8 o'clock, April 4th, that's it, the end. And then we'll prepare to have all of the paperwork that we need done for the election and for town meeting. So that's a critical date too, but I'll be getting that out there in every way that I possibly can.
Yeah.
The media, various media, printed and as well as on the website.
Yeah, it's an important date. There's no question about it.
Absolutely.
If they miss that, then
Another way they can miss voting, I'll tell you this.
yeah, I was just going to...
Not necessarily miss voting,
Yeah.
but the census went out in
Yeah.
January. All right.
Yep.
They're due back in 10 days. It is what it is. They're still coming in dribs and drabs. This isn't my rule. If they do not fill out a census 2 consecutive years, they are made inactive in the state computers.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, they may go to vote in the April election, and they're going to have to fill out paperwork to become reinstated so that they can vote that day. Now, that's going to hold some people up. So I cannot urge the people enough to, I don't care that they're late, get these census forms back to us so we can get you into the computer, and then you can exercise your right to vote. Now, out of the 10,000, I forget how many thousands we sent out, to the households. I can't give you the exact number. I'm going to say 14,000. All right, went out. We probably have all but 3,800 back. Now, many of those people have moved. That's fine. There will be second notices going out this year. Please get it into us, and we can at least get them into the system. You know what I mean? Also, I wish that we did the census every 2 years.
Yeah.
But we don't. We do it every year. Now, another thing that we tried to make, I brought to town meeting actually, and it went through, was the fact that the dogs were licensed originally from April 1st till May 31st. That was always in the middle, right? The election was going on, the town election and town meeting, so I had it this year put at the bottom of this, it always was at the bottom of the census, but I changed the date to January 1st to February 28th, 29th, and a leap year. We've done into 1,200 dogs. Done. They're done. We're giving the all of the information back by email. I added that to the application. That's fantastic. They're going to be as close to done as we can get. We get a few every day before the election hits. So at least that will be something out of the way. Now, there is a fine if you do not register your dog within that period of time. This is the first year we're doing it. There is absolutely no way for the people that have been faithful every year, like their faithful friend, the dogs, and if they're coming in after February 28th, there is no way this year that I'm going to charge them a fine. That is unfair, in my opinion. So we're waiving the fine. And that's the way it is. Now, the dog fee did double this year. I understand that. But we almost had to sustain the program itself. But that's working out beautifully, coming in from from the time they get the census until the end of February. And some are still coming in, but it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. And we've done over 1,100. We're into the 1,200 numbers now for the dog tags. Yeah.
1,200, huh?
Yes.
Wow, a lot of dogs.
A lot of dogs. And those are the ones that get registered. Then there's even more that don't. And it's for the protection of the owner, the dog itself. How many times do you see on Facebook, the dog is lost? And the police have the numbers. So if there has a tag on it, boom. It doesn't replace a microchip, I'm here to say. The dog's version of LoJack. This is the register, and it's, again, a state law that it must be done. But anyway, that's that.
Well, you covered a lot of ground here in a short period of time.
I know, and there's more to go.
There's more to go. So what's next?
Well, thank you, Tommy. All right, thank you so much. The next thing is this. There are very few people, but there are some that do not want to answer the census. Now, this isn't by just leaving it on your kitchen table and forgetting about it. They specifically do not want to be in the book. Now, the ones that are not in the book, and I have one special street listing copy of the street list. Police, fire, public safety, judges, people that work in the court system, they are not listed nor are members of their family for many reasons that I don't want to get into. And it's an unfortunate thing that we have to do that, but we must. They are not listed. When they come up on the state computer, they're in red, and I know that they will not be in this system. Now, I will not say the name, but I have one here where the person has requested, removed my name from the street list. Thank you. Very polite and so forth and so on. I can't do that. The person has to, and I'm going to get to this person because I had to send to the state, and I finally got it from them. And this was quite some time ago. Well, not quite some time, but whatever. There is a situation where non-public safety, let's say the likes of you and myself, just John Q. citizens, have to apply to have their name taken off through the state. I hate to say this, but it could be from someone who has a protective order against either the husband or, in some cases, maybe even the wife. A protective order that's gone through the courts. These people are not listed, for all the world to see, for a variety of reasons. But this is the packet that has to be followed, and it involves a fee to the state. I forget what it is. It's in here, but for a confidential registration.
Oh, okay.
And I want, because I wanted to have this specifically for this particular person, I want this person to know what has to be done. Now, you don't have to put your occupation in. You know, and some of the occupations are quite strange, if I may say. You have to know that they're kidding. You have to know. All right, but I have to put down what they say and, you know, whatever. You cannot register to vote when you fill out your census. That's listed there. You know, I'm just going to cover this up, but voter. Now, this is the one person that's the registered voter in this house.
Yep.
These people are not registered for one reason or another, maybe age-wise or anything. I don't want to get into that. But you can't just fill in D, R, or L, or unenrolled, and we can't do that. It has to be done through a voter registration form, not through the census, and it's listed right there, you know. But that's another reason that, you know, fill out the form and get it into us.
Yeah.
You know, and everyone is up to date and filed and entered into the computers. We've kept up with just every possible thing we possibly could. If I could get back to the ballot, though.
I was just going to jump into there, yeah.
The ballot, there's a ballot question this year
Yeah.
that was passed by town meeting, and it is the essence. Now, even though you and I had cataract surgery on February 14th in 2 different hospitals, actually, I still need these a little bit, although it was like a modern-day miracle. The question is at the bottom of the ballot. The question is there. You check yes or no. The summary of the ballot question is there, so the people will understand. If they didn't go to town meeting, didn't watch town meeting, don't care. At least the summary is there. That is the ballot question that deals with the changing of the name of the Board of Selectmen to the Town
Yes.
Council,
Yep.
C-O-U-N-C-I-L, not S-E-L, that's Tommy Mullen, of course. Town Council. But because there is a ballot question, and it's changing our history, if you will, our modus operandi, the way we operate the town, every household has to be notified if it has 1 or more registered voters in it of the question and the history of the question and how it got there.
Yeah.
That will be going out. It must arrive by a certain date. Everything's by a certain date, all right? So it can arrive 2 weeks before that date. It doesn't have to arrive on that particular date. This morning I left a message with the company that's going to send them out. I have in writing from Tommy Mullen, Town Council, I said, does it have to be in an envelope? Can it be a trifold? We got the statute out, he did, read it over, gave me his opinion, he opined on it, and we're sending them out as a trifold to every household that has at least 1 registered voter in there. So you're not going to get 3 at your house, or I'm not going to get, you know what I mean? That's a bit much, and we don't have to. We're following the statute, and it is, in fact, what's going to be on the ballot. Now, some people are going to read it, and some aren't, believe me. But by law, we have to do that. So that will be done. So that will cover everything on this election. The one thing I'm waiting for is the company then has to contact the post office, get an idea of how much it's going to cost.
Yeah.
It's going 3rd class. Trust me, it's not going to be an overnight gig, and or 1st class. It will get to them in a timely fashion. And I just need the amount from the post office, and that's it.
And you may not know the answer to this question, but is that a 2/3 vote
For what?
for that ballot?
2/3 vote. Oh, no, on this?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Oh, that's it.
Yes or no?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
2/3 vote at town meeting if you're going to change a bylaw, zoning.
Okay.
Stuff.
So this isn't a bylaw then?
No, it's just a ballot question that's
ballot
going to go
question.
through.
Okay.
Vote it up, vote it down. Yeah.
That should be interesting.
Should be very
Yeah.
interesting, you know?
I think the town meeting is going to be a little long this year.
It already has, I think,
Yeah.
24, this won't be on it,
Yeah.
but I think it has 24 warrant articles. The Board of Selectmen, and maybe if the name gets changed, will be closing the ballot before the town election anyway.
Yeah.
We have to have the warrant for, forget what I just said. The Board of Selectmen will be closing the warrant in a timely fashion so that we have a certain number of days where the warrant has to be published with the warrant
Okay.
articles for town meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what else to I think you've done a good job this.
Thanks.
Have you got anything else that?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I would like to say
Yes.
I am not one to shrink from a debate,
Okay.
as you well know. But I'm not going to debate certain things on Facebook.
Okay.
I'm just not going to.
Yeah, yeah.
Correct information will be put out there when it's time to do it, all right? It's not time to do it now, but I'm going to address just a couple of things. First of all, the April 24th election, people will be voting in their individual precincts. Precincts 1 and 7 will go to the Masonic Hall.
Okay.
Precincts 2 and 3, of which I'm a 2, what are you, a 3?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to vote at the Crystal Community Club. Precinct 4, Most Blessed Sacrament Hall. Precincts 5 and 6 will go to the West Side Social Club for April 24th. It's published here. It says where you're going to be, the warrant for the election. Everything is going to be specific about that. The September 4th is not until September 4th, the consolidation. And it's not consolidating all of the precincts into one big, ginormous precinct. That's not going to happen. It's going to be very much like when you check into town meeting. You go to your precinct, you check in, and that's it. That's it.
And that will be all at the...
The Galvin Middle School, 525 Main Street, Wakefield, Massachusetts. But that is not going to be until September 4th.
Okay.
That's the first thing, because there's a lot on Facebook saying it's going to be this. Well, it's not. And I've answered anyone that's called the office, to be honest with you. The second misconception is that, well, I'm just trying to think of some of the things that have been said. Was that people are disappointed that it's being changed. The second misconception is that it can go to a ballot or to town meeting. It can't. And I have that in writing from the Secretary of State's office as well as from Tommy Mullen. The Board of Selectmen made that determination. I asked Chairman Donaco for it to be put on the agenda. They voted up, voted down. They voted unanimously for this.
Okay.
All right? If they voted it down, so be it. That's the way it is. They voted unanimously. No one abstained. It was a unanimous vote, and no one objected, i.e. unanimous, of all 7 members that were there. That's the first thing. So I have to say, no, it can't, go to a town meeting article here. It only goes through. They're the ones that can change it, all right? Another misconception, and it seems to be focused on the elderly. The elderly won't be able to, I don't know who this person was, and I really, honest to God, don't. I have not looked on Facebook because I just haven't. They won't be able to, I guess, navigate the stairs. Well, there aren't any. You're just going to walk in as if you did town meeting. It's all on one level. Another thing, there's not enough handicap parking. Well, a person from the Secretary of State had to okay this, by the way, after the selectmen voted for it. She came out. What we're going to do is we're going to add 4 additional, there's 6 already. We're going to add 4 additional handicap parking spots. So that covers that.
That covers that.
I know there's a hue and cry. I know people don't want to be out of their neighborhood, and the worry is, and I say this about the elderly. I talked to Judy Luciano this morning. Another misconception out there is that the Council of Aging van won't be used. Of course it'll be used.
Okay.
It'll be leaving from the Council on Aging and get people to Galvin and back. That's the way it is. I'm waiting to hear back from Brightview. I'm going to utilize their van to transport people. I'm waiting to hear back from Mr. Merrill from the Sheraton. They have 2 beautiful vans, and he has offered them in my service. I just have a service to the town. I have to just line it up.
Oh, that's nice.
And I'm temporarily thinking of from 10 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Because the people from 7 to 9, roughly, just want to get in, get out, be done with it. And then from 4 on, people coming home from work. But if people know anything about me, I'm very organized. And I look into every possible thing that could possibly happen And I have people play the devil's advocate with me.
Yeah.
And we've, lined up everything as it is. But timing is everything. I don't want to get into information, or the logistics of the September 4th, because I want to get through this election now.
Right, right.
Another
yeah.
thing is, there's a great concern about the elderly. I understand that perfectly. When we sold the Franklin School, which was Precinct 3, and I'm sure you voted there, correct?
Yeah.
All right, before you got tossed over to the 3Cs with
Right.
Precinct 2. The Harts Hill people could just walk down, I think it's Stark Avenue.
Yes.
All right,
That's right. Yeah.
walk down, come out of
Yeah.
your apartment, walk down Stark Avenue, go across the street and you vote. They got tossed over to Preston Street as well.
Yeah.
But there was no hue and cry about that because it didn't affect everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
All right? And when the Dolbear School was being renovated, built, whatever, redone, everybody in 1 and 7 got put down at the Masonic Hall. We've changed precincts before.
Yeah.
Now, some people are always going to live across the street. Some are always going to live far away. That's just the way it goes. I can walk to my polling place from here, as far as from where we're sitting right now, out to my car in the parking lot. Well, no, I'm not. I'm still going to vote,
Yeah,
but it's not going
yeah.
to be as close as it was. There are some that are going to be closer. It's on the bus route. But I don't want to go down that road right now. I'd
Yeah.
rather wait until we get through this election, and then the primary. We will have early voting for the primary, though.
Oh, that'll
Okay.
be, yeah.
Now,
that's
primary was
good.
changed twice by the
Yeah,
state.
Yeah.
It was going to be September 18th, then it was going to be September 11th. It's now September 4th, the day after Labor Day. It was changed for religious reasons. And we
Okay.
all have to be very aware and very respectful of this. Therefore, the early voting is going to be the week before Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
But we'll work, we'll do it.
You'll get it
We're going to
done,
get it done.
yeah.
We're going to get it done. Instead of talking about it and how we can't do it and how it won't work and blah, just, who is it? Is it Belichick that says do your job or
Do your
whatever?
job,
do your
yeah.
job. And we will.
Yeah.
Now, there might be a snag here and there. That happens in every election. But we're going to do our job. We did 6,000 early voters for the presidential, and they were lined up down the corridor and out to Town Hall, out onto Lafayette Street. And they didn't mind waiting.
Well, now we have to do our job because we're running out of time.
Good Lord, time flies when you're having a good time, doesn't it? Did we
So,
cover everything that's...
I think we did, yeah. I have my list here, and I put you on the spot a couple of times, yeah, but that's good. You handled it
You
well.
think?
Yeah.
You think? Well,
But,
it's always a pleasure to be here anyway.
it's really nice,
And what's the
yeah.
heat up to, like 95 degrees in
Yeah,
here?
well,
Glory be.
we want to melt the
Gee.
snow.
Melt the snow. It's like a sauna in here. You'll be having to get a business certificate for a health... Holy moly.
That's
Todd.
why I didn't wear a jacket.
Oh, I thought
guess
you went
why.
casual, no jacket, no tie. I'm suffering in this outfit, let me tell you.
Well, we'll get you out of here right away.
Yeah,
Thanks very much,
Oh, it's
though,
been great. And again,
Betsy.
I'd like to do a program completely
Yes.
about the election, but not now. It's
Yeah.
not the time to do it. I mean, the September
Right.
primary election.
Yeah. That'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be
All right,
interesting.
then.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, and
Thanks.
we'll see you next month.
Yes, and thank you to you
All right?
and to your staff,
Yeah.
those that come in and
Those guys do
work
a
on
heck-
these.
they
They
all
do
do
a
a good
wonderful
job.
job, and Barbara.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, everybody. Thank you so much. Everybody's very welcoming up here.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Thanks,
take
Tommy.
care, and we'll talk to you later.
Yes, you will.
All right.